In the small village of Mbali, people lived simple lives. They woke up to the crowing of roosters and spent their days farming or selling their goods at the bustling market square. But for all their simplicity, the people of Mbali were deeply spiritual. Every Sunday, they gathered in their modest church to worship, sing, and pray for good harvest and protection from evil. One day, a stranger named Pastor Kasali arrived in the village. He came with a booming voice, dressed in a sparkling white suit, and carried a Bible as big as a child's school bag. He told the villagers he had been sent by God to bring them miracles, blessings, and the true gospel. The villagers, impressed by his eloquence and charisma, welcomed him with open arms. Pastor Kasali began his ministry with grand promises. He held fiery revival meetings where people fell to the ground, slain in the spirit. He claimed to heal the sick, prophesied wealth for the poor, and declared that the barren would have children within the year. His popularity grew quickly as his newly built church, Mountain of Glory Ministry, was soon filled with villagers. A widow struggling to feed her children donated her last bag of rice to Kasali's ministry, hoping for blessings in return. Chief Akonde gave large sums of money, believing Kasali's influence would help him gain respect in the community. Chijioke, an ambitious young man seeking spiritual mentorship, joined Pastor Kasali as his assistant. At first, he admired Kasali's charisma and confidence, but behind the scenes, Chijioke started noticing strange things. Kasali spent long nights drinking expensive liquor, entertaining women in secret, and bragging about how gullible the villagers were. One day, Chijioke stumbled upon a notebook in Kasali's bag. It wasn't filled with sermon notes or prayers, but with calculations of money collected and plans to leave Mbali after draining its people dry. Chijioke's heart sank. Meanwhile, Mama Adisa, an elder known for her spiritual discernment, had a doubt about Kasali from the start. A true man of God doesn't boast like that, she told her neighbor. She began quietly observing Kasali and praying for wisdom. When Mama Adisa noticed Kasali pressuring poor villagers to give more money than they could afford, she became even more suspicious. One evening, she called Chijioke aside. "My son," she said, "a tree is known by its fruit. Be careful who you follow." One day, Kasali announced a prophetic crusade. He promised miracles, including instant wealth and healing for anyone who brought their valuables to the altar. Desperate for blessings, villagers brought jewelry, money, and even family heirlooms. Kasali prayed loudly, his voice echoing through the church. But just as the collection was about to end, a commotion arose. Mama Adisa entered the church, accompanied by two strangers. They were investigators from the city, tipped off by an anonymous letter Chijioke had sent. The investigators revealed Kasali's past. He was a con artist who had fled several towns after deceiving people. The crowd gasped in shock as the investigators presented evidence of his crimes. The village began to rebuild, both financially and spiritually. Chijioke, humbled by his experience, decided to pursue genuine ministry. Vowing to help others with integrity, Mama Adisa became a mentor to many, teaching the villagers how to recognize true faith. The story of Pastor Kasali became a cautionary tale in Mbali and beyond, reminding everyone to be careful of where they called church. and to beware of wolves in sheep's clothing. The story of Pastor Kasali teaches us the importance of discernment and vigilance in spiritual matters. It reminds us that not everyone who claims to represent God is genuine. We should evaluate leaders not by their words or appearance, but by their actions and the fruit of their character. Seek wisdom before trusting blindly. Just as Mama Disa prayed and observed, we must seek guidance from God and use wisdom when choosing where and whom to worship with. Be cautious of material promises in the name of faith. True faith is about spiritual growth and alignment with God's will, not exploitation through promises of wealth or miracles. Integrity matters in leadership. Those in positions of spiritual authority must live lives that reflect God's glory, as hypocrisy damages both faith and community trust. Truth always prevails, no matter how deeply deceit is hidden, it will eventually come to light, as seen in Pastor Kasali's exposure. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy the story. Please like, subscribe, and comment the lessons that you learned. Thank you for watching. I will see you again in the next video.